Alright, so it's now been over a week since the last episode of Beast Games came out, and that final episode that took place, we had the final 6 contestants here. And if you clicked on this video, I assume that all of you have already seen the final episode, but if you haven't, I mean, it should go without saying, but spoiler alert on who the winner was, and the whole rest of the video is just going to be basically talking spoilers. But the final 6 contestants here fought it out in multiple games at the end, and the one winner that came out of it all was number 831. And he didn't just win the initially promoted $5 million reward prize. Number 974 here, he flipped the coin and it landed on the side where the winner would now be getting $10 million, which we can see right here. And 831, he was the winner of that $10 million. Now, an interesting thing that even I noticed as well was that the final 2, it was number 830 versus 831. And if your math comprehension skills is above a kindergartner's, you would know that the numbers 830 and 831 were right next to each other. So like, what are the chances of that happening? Okay, obviously I'm not saying that like anything was scripted or anything. It's just like what are the chances that the final 2 are 2 numbers right next to each other? But I think they made it through because since their numbers are so close to each other, they probably had like a connection with each other, and they took that and made it all the way to the end. But yeah, we have this TikTok here that says, does anyone else find it crazy that out of all the numbers, the final 2 were numbers that were next to each other, 830 and 831? And it's, the video here is just right here where they're facing off against each other. But yeah, man, interesting thing to take note of there. But now, just as of recently, number 831 on his Instagram account has been posting actually a couple of things. So he posted this video here with Annie Rutman.
Number
831.
What? I just witnessed
Like he's winning it.
$10 million.
10 M's.
Little man, he did that for you.
You're gonna find Lucas the cute.
Hey, I'm Jeff, San Francisco Bay Area, father of 2, husband, and I work in the healthcare industry.
Jeff, why did you sign up for Beast Games?
Pretty simple. My 9-year-old loves Mr. B, so I get to be the cool dad. And his little brother Lucas has a rare brain disease. So I wanted to raise awareness for this ultra rare disease called creatine transporter deficiency.
Are you the reason he applied?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Whoa, so you might be the reason your dad wins $5
He
million.
Jeff, what was your strategy
10
going
mil.
in?
And then another Instagram video
Challenges,
here
so many contestants,
where 831 was on GMA, Good Morning America.
so much money, $10 million to the winner. His life has changed, and as you'll see, he plans to use the money to change a life even more precious to him.
Oh my God.
He's the winner of the largest cash prize in reality TV history.
Okay, so that's that, the Instagram post. But then there was also a YouTube video.
In game show history.
The scale of Beast Games was massive. Huge challenges,
Massive.
so many contestants.
Oh my God.
He's the winner of the largest cash prize in reality TV history.
Let's go.
Jeff Allen, otherwise known as Player 831, is the $10 million winner of Beast Games.
It was an adventure of a
Oh my god, dude, if I was 830 and I was seeing Jeff over here or 831 running up that,
831.
oh man, I would be a little bit salty. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I mean, yeah, sure, bro's excited and everything, but oh man, I'll feel that. I'll feel worse than I was already feeling there, man. Especially because bro went on the first suitcase, and you know, she was trying to like play him out, but he figured her out, man. That's crazy.
Is the $10 million winner of Beast Games.
Cash.
It was an adventure of a lifetime. It was an unbelievable experience. When I looked down and I saw the briefcase and saw they were numbered, I already knew where I wanted to go. I was in bunk number 6. I had a key number 6. There was top 6. I was going 6.
Jeff guessing the briefcase with the winning check on the first try. His wife and older son Jack there for the unforgettable moment.
This whole experience of Beast Games had to be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually challenging. Did you feel prepared?
I think being Lucas's dad has certainly prepared me.
I love you, buddy.
Jeff's younger son Lucas has creatine transporter deficiency, or CTD, a rare genetic disease that affects his brain and muscles.
He's taught me more about life than any coach, teacher, friend has. And he's allowed me to truly find the beauty in the bumps. If I can ever give anything back to him, I would be a happy man.
And Jeff says that Lucas suffers 365 days a year, so Jeff is going to walk 365 miles across the state of California, starting in the desert, going to the coast. He calls it Ruck for Rare. It's going to raise awareness for CTD and other rare diseases and conditions, using his platform and now his newfound money for good.
I mean, you can't hate on that, man. Putting the thumbnail of the winner is crazy for those who are not caught up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking here. So here you can see the thumbnail. Beast Games winner discusses prize. That's some sick work doing that, man. But to be this was posted 2 days ago. The finale came out on the 13th, so they posted this 5 days after. Yeah, that's kind of messed up, dude. Like, at least give it like a week. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of giving it like a week. But even then, I'm still not going to post like the spoiler on the thumbnail. I'll post the final 6, but I'm not going to post who won the whole thing. And then even then, I gave it like a little spoiler alert at the beginning. But yeah, good morning, America. That's what I was thinking too when I got this in my recommended. I was like, why would you do that? Like, you didn't spoil me because I already seen the episode like right away, but still, like, it's kind of messed up. Congrats, Chef and IRS. Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. And then the man here himself said, thank you at GMA. Still feels surreal. All for Lucas and CTD kiddos. Hashtag Ruck for Rare. Hashtag here CTD. Alright, but yeah, he was on GMA there. Now, a thing that happened before the final episode came out that I just want to kind of mention here was that I got this TikTok on my For You page, dude. And dude, after watching this, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like salty, but I was a little bit salty. I mean, I guess that's still kind of salty. I mean, that's still salty though, right? But yeah, I was a little bit salty because this showed up on my For You page, and I was just like, bro, so let me show you this. So the caption here says, dude definitely won Mr. Beast's entire show.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
And it was this guy here, who was in the top 6, number 974. And where the episode 9 ended off was that he was flipping the coin to see if the reward was going to be $10 million or stick at 5, and then he will be eliminated. But then when I got this TikTok, I'm like, bro, there's no way that he ended up winning the whole thing, and now I'm just kind of like spoiled. Because bro is pulling up in like a yellow Lamborghini. Evo, Lamborghini Huracan Evo. And he just pulls up here.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
The little bit of coke was, okay, he's not driving it, so it's probably more, it's likely this guy's. But I'm still like, why am I seeing this? Like, I'm not trying to see anything Beast Games related right now, especially talking about winners and the final episode.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm a professional Beast Games contestant.
Wait, oh, you were on the show?
Well, on the
I
show,
see.
974.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, did you do good?
NDA.
Wait,
I'm still in it. I'm still in it right now. So.
Oh, wait, did you win this car? You guys, what do you do?
I can't say anything.
Oh, wait, what?
I can't say anything.
Wait, that's crazy.
You'll have to watch.
I'll try and pry around it. Did you get this car recently? Okay.
We cannot say.
That's insane. Dude, that's nuts actually. What life advice you guys got? Maybe Beast Games advice or whatever.
Okay, so he's about to give an advice, and even this, when I initially watched this, I didn't really think anything of this, what he said, but now, like, looking back at it later again, just recently, like, right now, this actually could have been a spoiler in itself as to whether the coin flip landed to his benefit, because he says this.
Take chances.
Okay. That's crazy, bro. I saw the hat and I was like, no way. That's cool. Hey, what do you do?
I make videos.
You make videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in the middle of making a video.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, I'll be watching.
See ya.
Cool. See you guys.
Okay, so seeing this TikTok, again, like I was saying, like I was salty, but I can't really even be like salty at the contestant himself. He was just kind of there. Okay, I don't know if this was actually random, like if he randomly pulled up or they're like, hey, can you just drive by this road and then we'll pretend that we just found you. So, but even then, it was like, I still kind of wish that I hadn't seen this video, because I when I went to the final Beast Games episode, I was thinking like, I was just kind of on that edge of thinking of like, damn dude, like bro won the whole thing. And then it did kind of ruin the, I mean, well, he never really confirmed anything, but when the coin was flipping, I was like, it's gonna land on his thing, right? And then it did land on his, to his benefit. And I like, okay, I guess he's gonna win the whole thing. But then when he took the $1 million and that bribe, I was like, oh shit, okay, so he's not actually gonna be in like the last 2. We're actually gonna have a new winner. So then that kind of made me happy. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really get spoiled on the final winner, so the final game is gonna be interesting to watch. But still though, like I wish, like, I mean, to really the person that we gotta like kind of, if there's like a person to hate here, a better word to like criticize here is this Daniel Mack guy. Like, why would you post this in between episode 9 and 10? And then some people in the comments were kind of thinking that like 974 here, he actually ended up winning the whole thing. That's what they were thinking. We got here this comment that says 974 Beast Games contestant going prison now. Another one here says, bro, if he actually won, I'm gonna crash out. And I was on that type of timing too. I was like, dude, like, it's like, what the fuck? Because like, nah man, like, oh my god, dude, if 974 won the whole thing and then this video came out, I'll be going at Mr. Beast like, what the fuck, dude? Like, do something about this, Mr. Beast. Like, this guy just went on this video and it kind of like ruined the whole thing for everyone. I don't know who you want to take like whatever legal action you can do, or like any consequences to 974, to this guy over here, but more especially to this Daniel Mack guy. Actually, no, I feel like if 974 was the full-on winner, he would be more at in terms of facing consequences. But still, though, I don't really like this guy, man. I don't really like this Daniel Mack guy just for doing that. I really hope this wasn't a spoiler that ruined the show for me. You spoiled it for me, ... Take chances, he landed on tails for sure. See, and this was on February 6th. So yeah, even on that with the take chances comment, it did kind of spoil it for people that the coin flip that he did, it landed to his benefit. Okay, I'm not just going to go after this Daniel Mack guy. All three parties here, kind of an L for all of them. Number 1 for this Daniel Mack guy. Number 2 for 974. He should just said like, hey, can you not post it until after the show? And then you could have said something to stop them from posting the video or having the video be recorded. But yeah, man, that's what happened. Bro, literally, why would you post this? Yeah, like, why would you post it? Like, just to get some internet points? Well, I mean, the video's a minute long, so I guess he made some money off of it. But I don't know, super lame. And then I even got this other video on my For You page of this guy kind of being salty about it.
What type of bullshit is this? Player 974 just low-key leaked that he was the winner of Beast Games. So he was spotted in this Lamborghini Hurricane Evo that cost $302,000. Now, he wasn't driving it, his buddy was, but I think that's to make it look like he didn't win anything from Beast Games. I'm assuming he flipped this coin, called it right, and added another $5 million to the prize pool. And since he says he's a professional Beast Games contestant, I'm assuming he won $10 million. Now, we don't know for sure, but bro, it's looking pretty obvious from that answer you gave us.
Okay, so I know that we're like shitting on the video that took place here with the Lambo, and then shitting on that, I think his name was Daniel Mack, video, and shitting on him for posting it. But this guy here that's calling it out, he's not safe either in me calling it out, because he made this video about it, and then this whole video got onto other people's For You pages, and he spoiled it for them. He spoiled it for them too. Maybe the people that saw this video here by Lon Tizzle, maybe the people that saw this video by Lon Tizzle hadn't seen this yellow Lamborghini video and probably weren't going to see it at all, but now that Lon Tizzle here posted about it, now they kind of got spoiled too. So kind of an L for him too. He should have waited after the video, after the Beast Games series ended, but nah, he posted it right away, February 6th. Bro was just like, man, if I got spoiled if I got spoiled, y'all are gonna get spoiled too. He was spoiling it to his followers, dude. To his followers. He has 250k followers, so not just to those followers, but to other people's For You pages. So I mean, you gotta take an L there for that too, man. But it did bring some interesting comments during that time, like here. But they don't give him the money after the episode is released. They don't get the money till after all the episodes air. It's a troll. Winner hasn't even been paid yet. That's part of the NDA. If they breach contract, they don't get paid. But still though, it's still kind of lame for that video to be posted, man. You didn't have to post it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Maybe just marketing. It's a kind of a bad way to marketing, in my opinion, because a bunch of people now think that they were spoiled. All right, but yeah, moving on from that, man. So obviously we seen that 831 won the whole Beast Games, the $10 million, and Mr. Beast here posted that he just bank wired the winner of Beast Games the $10 million. Here we got the whole thing, you know, the whole proof of it and everything. And this was on the day after the last episode of Beast Games aired. But then with the $10 million reward there, you know that the IRS had to come in and take virtually half of it. Here we have Deserto posting the winner of Mr. Beast's $10 million Beast Games prize will only receive $5.03 million after taxes. Oh man, dude. I mean, I could go on a whole tangent right now. I could just kind of like going off on like taxes, but all I'm gonna say is taxation is theft, and shout out to Doge. That's it, man. This is so messed up, dude. $5 million just. I mean, at least bro won. At least 831 won the what was initially advertised the $5 million reward prize. He came out with the $5 million, $5 million richer. So I mean, that's the thing, but still messed up, man. And then Mr. Beast here reacted to this and said, only, with the crying emoji. And Mr. Beast then also gave a rundown here of the money that was given out during the whole Beast Games show. He said, here's a breakdown of how much each player in Beast Games won. Of the $25,019,995 we gave away. And here we got the 10 million reward plus 4,000 more. 4.2 million, 1.8 million, and then you see the rest here. $2,000 to all 2,000 contestants. And in parentheses here, he has the $4.2 million was the money line giveaway. So over 25 M's was given away there in Beast Games. And another interesting tidbit of news that took place was that a Beast Game contestant revealed what had happened to players that stole money from the $5 million money pile. So there were apparently people stealing cash. I don't know why, like, because they had like security constantly on it, and then they had to have known that there were like cameras everywhere. So I don't even know why they would be trying to steal like that, man. And then you were given $2,000 anyways. Like, why are you trying to like steal some extra cash, man? Multiple Beast Games players were allegedly disqualified for stealing money from the prize pile, forcing Mr. Beast to pick alternates to compete for them. Contestants eliminated for stealing from Beast Game set. Dunlap further explained that players who were eliminated in Vegas were brought in as alternates to compete for those who were disqualified over stealing. So what did the Mr. Beast team do? They chose alternates to replace them from the pool of players who were eliminated in Vegas. So the prior ones, they just brought them back and replaced the people that are stealing from the cash piles from this pile here, I assume. But yeah, from that now on to some of the players' aftermath. We had Akira over here when he had a choice to pick between a couple of people to stay in the game or to choose a Lamborghini. He chose the Lamborghini, and
Ladies
he
and
got
gentlemen,
the
it is here. My Lambo is outside now.
reward.
I got the key. Jimmy just texted me, said it's here. So let's go check it out. Can we just talk about how sick this
So
is?
you just got the keys here.
A Lamborghini. Oh,
Well, what do
my
we get?
gosh, guys, look. Isn't it
Lamborghini.
beautiful? It's so cool. Look at it. Brand new Lamborghini. Let's go, baby.
Alright, but I wonder if Akira's actually going to keep the Lamborghini or if he's just going to sell it or take a cash replacement. I don't know if Mr. Beast is giving... Because Mr. Beast usually gives like cash replacements on his YouTube videos, but I don't know if here in Beast Games if he would be allowed to do that, because like in the show that he says you're gonna win the Lamborghini. I don't know if there's like any legality there where they give him the option if he wants the car or cash replacement. But if they do give Akira that option, definitely take the cash replacement, because a Lamborghini, well, I mean, when you buy the Lamborghini, I mean, I think this one here is like would be a depreciating asset, so you're already losing money there. And then of course repairing it if something goes wrong. I mean, when you do repairs on it, it's going to be on expensive pieces. So does Akira have money to support that lifestyle of owning a Lamborghini? And then of course, gotta talk about insurance. Insurance on cars like these, not the cheapest things out there, right? So I mean, for his sakes, I mean, I'm not a car guy or anything, but knowing about like finances and stuff, hopefully bro goes the more financial savvy route and sells the car at full value. Or if Mr. Beast and Amazon gave him the option to either pick the car or cash, definitely take the cash. And then also I don't know if he does take the, because how much is this car worth? Let's just say this car is worth $300,000. Let's just use an easy number. I think when he receives the car, Akira, I think when Akira receives the car, he has to pay taxes on that $300,000 car as like a property tax or something, or like as a reward gift tax type of thing. So what would that be, like 20? I don't know what the percentage is, but let's just say like 20%. 1/5 of $300,000, that's $60,000. I don't think that one would necessarily want to throw tens of thousands of dollars to receive a car and legally and not worry about like paying taxes on it or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, sure, while receiving a Lambo sounds cool and all, it's a nightmare when you see the logistics of it when it comes to taxes. But yeah, I just wanted to say that bit there on receiving a car like this. And then we also have this 3 or nearly 4 minute video from Emma K. Nelson and Yessie, who in that last episode they were kind of like during the little basketball game thing, they were kind of like going at each other type of thing. And I'm not gonna show like the whole video or anything, but basically here it just shows that they're on good terms and everything, and it's just like a pretty wholesome video of them talking about Beast Games and everything. Okay, but another thing that I wanted to go over here was that number 830 was getting roasted a little bit on TikTok for sure, of just with videos like these. You're saying 830 so damn cringe.
Thank you. I'm here. Because I ain't done yet.
I don't know, man. I never really had a problem with her doing this, man. She was just being a little bit animative, a little bit of character animation. But then also, she did say she's a wrestler. So, and obviously wrestlers, if you're in the wrestling business, more so nowadays, you're not necessarily fully in for the wrestling, but also to portray like a character or a persona. And I just saw her doing that this year. So I don't know, I never really found it cringe, but I just found it like I don't know, I never really found it cringe. So I was kind of taken aback a little bit when people were kind of like roasting her about it. But I mean, I guess, yeah, like the general person that isn't tapped into like wrestling, like the WWE, AEW, where characters are portrayed, this is like entirely new to them. Yeah, see, like over here in this comment over here on the right, she's a wrestler. It's a little cringe, but also cringy entertainment is basically wrestling in a nutshell. But real talk, Tawana turned down 1 million 2 separate times. She deserves to win it all. So this was before the episode 10 came out. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. When she was pressing up on that dude for flipping a coin. Okay, yeah, there you could like kind of criticize that because she was like, she was being a little bit uncomfortable. She was being a little bit uncomfortable there of just playing on it. She was just like smiling, just looking at him, like hoping that he would be the one to flip the coin to take that chance and get it to potentially $10 million reward prize. But yeah, some criticizable stuff. But you know, in general, like I mean, I guess yeah, she was cringe because a bunch of people do say it. I don't know, I never really thought of it in anything negative. She was just playing a character, showing a bit more of her personality. She was just, I mean, better than just like being like standing still, not saying anything, right? Just like this. It's just not being not entertaining at all. Better than that, at least. And Logan also talked about number 830 here on his main YouTube channel.
Probably my second favorite character.
No.
Bro, what do you mean no? She's a wrestler.
Bro.
Why? She's pretty cringy. But her energy, she's always so fierce and just trying to like hype people up.
Exactly.
Like it. Dude, she didn't take the $1 million for the sake of her team. She gave player 947 10 grand so she could stay into the final round. She's been selfless, she's been nice, she's been honest. That girl, Tawana, champion.
So yeah, like what I was saying, Logan pretty much matched the sentiment there. And Logan is a wrestler, he's in the WWE, so he knows about this type of personality and character being shown out to the public type of thing. Now, another thing that was widely talked about was over here, JC. So if you don't remember about this guy, he's the one that took the $650,000 from the $1 million prize pool, leaving everyone else kind of empty-handed. And side note here, this is number 424.
I took $650,000.
Took $650,000 out of the $1 million that was supposed to be split between the 10 of us. And here's what I have to say about that.
You would put your family first too. Come on, guys.
All of our families couldn't have been put first, though, because of this choice. We had to choose if we really trusted the people in front of us, and I was in house 8, which means I was third to last to take money from the $1 million pile. And of course, this wasn't good for me. I was pissed. I mean, we were all pissed.
Dude, even me watching on the behind the screen, you know, just watching the whole show, I was pissed. Dude, okay, I was pissed. But, okay, I mean, obviously I'm not in the game show, so I feel like I would maybe be more pissed if I was in the thing. But dude, watching from the behind the screen, you know, watching the show as a viewer, I don't think I would be as pissed. Or, let me see. Pissed is not the word, but I was just more like stunned that it happened. And I wouldn't be as stunned in a negative way that it happened, that he took $650K for himself. Because, like, of course, like, family, right? He had a good reason. But the thing that got to me, that was like made me salty about it, was that he said that he had like over $500,000 of debt. So like, what type of debt are we talking about here? Because mortgage, that's good debt, right? That's for a house, an appreciating asset. But like, what other debt? Like credit card debt? Do you owe other people money? Do you owe banks money? What type of debt are we talking about here? Because when you say debt, like I just think of you, I just think, especially in that amount, $500,000 in debt, like that is insane. Like what debt are we talking, a school debt? Or what debt are we talking about here? Because if we're talking about bad debt, like, bro, if you got yourself in a position where you're $500,000 in debt, let's not talk about mortgage right now. But if you got yourself in a position where you're $500,000 in debt, how is you getting the money and paying it off gonna fix any of the behavior that got you to that debt in the first place? Because if you weren't able to fix that yourself and you got yourself up to $500,000 in debt, how is anybody supposed to see it in a way that you're not gonna get back to that same position? And I say that as somebody that watched a ton of Caleb Hammer back in 2024, and I've seen like all these people go into debt, and it's wild stuff. But I don't think there's been a lot of people that got them that were in debt like $500,000. Now, okay, I think a lot of it is the mortgage, so that's fine. I mean, that's just like the American dream, right? Paying off a house type of thing, and then working to yourself to that more freedom of having the house paid off. So that makes sense. Like paying off the house makes sense. But like if we're talking like credit card debt, student loan debt, that you chose to not pay off, and it's gotten yourself up to now this high of a debt price, what's stopping you from getting back to that same position even after you paid it off now? So hopefully, bro, use that money to paid off. Well, I mean, he took $650K, right? Like about half of that is gonna go to the IRS. So even then, I think bro still has to like, bro is still probably like $100,000 in debt or something. Cause if the IRS takes like half of it, he only got like $300K, and then he still has like $100,000 of debt. So he didn't like, at least from looking at these numbers and just napkin math, he didn't like fully pay it off. Or he isn't going to be able to fully pay off that debt. But hopefully the bad debt gets paid off first, you know, the high interest debt. And then he can move over to the lower interest and get himself and his family to a better position. But yeah, that was like the only thing that I mean, obviously I just went on a whole tangent there talking about the debt. That's like the only thing that like kind of bothered me is like, you got yourself in high debt. Okay, now you're getting this money to pay it off. How is like the rest of the people watching going to be sure that you're not going to get yourself back in that position? And you know, I hope all the best for him. I hope all the best that he does pay off like the bad debt, and you know, kind of starts on a blank slate and is good on everything with his family. But yeah, that's what I want. That's a bit of what I wanted to say that there. Okay, but yeah, a bunch of viewers and you know, the players didn't like what he did. The viewers hated it, just seeing him as like greedy, selfish and everything. But JC spoke about why it happened, and he talked about the situation on a TikTok video here.
Hey, Player 566 here, but you probably already know that because something tells me that you guys have been talking about me. Anyway, I am sorry that I made your blood pressure spike in episode 8, but y'all need to calm down. It's really not that serious. At the end of the day, it was a game. You guys do realize that we were playing a game, right? Just making sure, all right? Lighten up, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, he's not that wrong there. Yeah, it's a game at the end of the day. And, you know, us viewers, we shouldn't really be mad because we weren't affected by it, really. But, I don't know, it's still something you could criticize, dude. Like, you know, or make fun of or roast or be like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you do that, bro? You can't take that away from us. Like, we can still criticize and everything. We're allowed to do that, man. But, yeah, he acknowledged the situation there. And then later, or just recently, I watched this video that he uploaded on his TikTok that said, Beast Games, what really happened in episode 8. I'll play the whole video here. It's a 5-minute video, so I'll play the whole video. I think this whole video is interesting to post, to hear like his perspective and his side of the story on everything as to why he took that much money, because I've seen this video already. It's a pretty good explanation as to why he did what he did, and now I see why he did what he did, because he was told some things. And yeah, I'll play the video here. He'll explain it, obviously. But watching this video here made me kind of like, not side with him, but definitely see from his side, like, oh, okay, I see why you did it. I'm not like as mad as you. Well, I wasn't like really mad at him really, but I'm like, okay, now I have way less of a reason to be mad at you, and I'm now more understanding as to why you did what you did. But yeah, here's the video.
Hey guys, Player 566 here. Do you want to know what really happened in episode 8? Stick around because I am going to spill all of the tea. I'm going to let you know what drove me to make my decision. Here we go. Family just left. Jimmy gets on the microphone. Don't get too comfortable. We are about to start the next challenge. At that point, I start to beeline it to the bathroom. I get intercepted by Tawana. She gives me this death stare and kind of nudges me to follow her, so I do just that. She covers her microphone and asks me to cover mine. I found that to be a little bit strange, but I did it anyway. She proceeds to say, hey, JC, you are trusting the wrong people. What do you mean I'm trusting the wrong people? She says, Patrick, Jeff, and Gage, they want you out and they are coming for you. You are trusting the wrong people, JC. Before I can even get into asking more questions, another player starts walking in our direction, so Tawana leaves. She literally leaves me there standing with this grenade in my hand. What?
Dude, this whole thing is like a drama. It's like from a drama TV show or something. Nah, but yeah, that was kind of weird for Tawana to do that. If what he's saying is true, of course. Let's just, for the sake of this segment here, say that whatever he's saying here is true. So, for right now, we'll do that. But yeah, that if Tawana did do that, that's really weird. Like covering the mic.
What do I do with this information? I don't even have enough time to speak to the guys and get more information. Like, is she lying? Is she telling me the truth? Fast forward, Jimmy makes another announcement. From this point on, players are not to speak to each other. So what do I do with the knowledge that I have? And I want to set the record straight on something. People on the internet are saying, well, you guys went back on your word. You all agreed to split the money equally, and everybody was supposed to get $100,000. No, there was no agreement, people. There was no agreement. Okay, we weren't able to speak to each other, and at that point, we didn't even know what the rules were. But I want to make that very, very clear. Nobody went back on their word because there was no agreement ever made. Okay, fast forward. I am sitting in my dorm, house number 3. I am lost in my thoughts. I'm sitting there for hours before they actually get to me. Why did Tawana tell me what she told me? Is she lying to me? Is she misleading me? Is she manipulating me? None of that made sense. Up until that point, Tawana was very honest with me. She had never broken trust. So I had to believe what she told me. But how do I prove it? And that's when it hit me. Earlier that afternoon, before the actual family arrived, I made my way over to Patrick's dorm. That's the dorm that we kind of all gathered at and played games in.
Man, and now that he's bringing up, like, the family did visit him right before the money picking episode 8 thing, where JC took $600,000 plus dollars. Dude, it's actually kind of some sick work that Mr. Beast they had to meet all of their families before doing that segment, man.
I walked up to the door and I can hear people talking, so I knew people were in there. And for some reason, my intuition said, JC, knock on the door. I had never up until that point knocked on anyone's door, but I did just that. I knocked on the door and it went complete silent, right? You can hear a pin drop. I found that odd because normal people would just say, come in, it's open, right? So I knocked on the door a second time and I can hear some scattering at this point. So I decided to walk in. I walk in, what do I see? I see Tawana running out the back door. I see the guys sitting there at the table and they are pale. Like they just saw a ghost when they saw JC walk in.
But
First
why
thing
were
out of
they
my mouth
beefing with
was,
him?
what was that about? Because it just didn't make sense. Suddenly the guys start talking over each other. What they're saying is inconsistent. None of their information is in sync. And that's when Puppet Master Patrick decides, okay, I got to do a little damage control here. And he decides to take over the conversation. He says, oh, JC, I'm not sure why she ran. Maybe she just got spooked. Sit down and, let's talk some strategy. It was at that moment when I sat in my dorm that I realized that's the bridge between what Tawana was telling me and what happened. It made perfect sense to me. I remember feeling a bunch of emotions all at once. The first thing I felt was betrayal.
Yeah, and this was before taking that money, so yeah, like he said right here, he was feeling betrayed. It's just like something was up. Something was up.
I trusted these guys. I trusted these guys, and I never gave them a reason not to trust me. I was honest and fair with everyone up until that point. I didn't deserve it. Why would they do this to me? And who else do they have on their new alliance? My mind starts thinking, okay, well, Michael just had a successful challenge win with them, pulling that truck. Maybe now he's part of their squad coming after me. All of these thoughts went through my mind. I remember feeling angry, and I was angry at myself for letting my guard down, right? And trusting the wrong people. But most importantly, the one thing that I felt the most was I no longer felt safe. And that was the very first time in all of my time at B City where I no longer felt safe. And I realized at that point,
Beast neighborhood.
This is no longer a team game. This is an individual game, and I have to do what I need to do. I need to put my family first. I cannot let my friendships and the bonds that I created override my family. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I will never, ever, ever choose friends over family.
100%.
Period.
100%. Same here. Same here. But yeah, man, like JC at that point, he was like, I gotta choose a family. And why would you pick friends over family? And especially friends that you just made, like not even like a couple of months beforehand. These are just like new friends, and that were just contestants in Beast Games.
I knew at that point I needed to grab a lump sum of money. I didn't know what that dollar amount was going to be. I turn the knob, open the door, and I see $677,000. And the first thing that runs through my mind is, how did we get here? There's only 2 houses before me. It was at that moment I realized that trust had now been broken a second time. At that point, all bets are off. Game on. I'm taking it.
Yep, he's just like, all right, we're going to play this game. How that's the second time he's been turned on. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I guess in the most rudimentary way, the most rude way, he was just like, man, fuck these guys, dude. I'm over here getting BS'd on everything. Feels like everyone's turning on me for no reason really whatsoever. I'm just gonna take this 650K, man.
And I should have taken it all.
Now that's the wild part right there. Bro took 650K, but now looking back at it, he's like, man, I should have taken I should have taken it off. The whole thing, that's brutal, dude. Oh, dude, if he took the whole thing in the show, like this dude, like if bro was at a level 9 heat meter for everyone, bro would have been a 10 at that point. On like from the viewer's perspective. Shit, from my perspective too, dude. Nah, but he here, like 5+ minute long video, he explains his perspective, and I can't really hate on it. Like, he brings up good points, and you know, unless other people like tell their sides of the story and then say like, nah, bro's lying or whatever, I don't really think he's lying here. Yeah, it does seem like people were going out for him, so he's just like, man, screw all of y'all, I'm taking the big chunk, man. I'm taking the big chunk. All right, but at the end of that 424 video, so from player 424 over here, Core Ferris Wheel 3, she does end off that video that I had recently showed in saying that even though that like the whole JC thing happened where bro took like almost like the whole thing, she does end off in saying that after all was said and done, like the whole thing wasn't entirely negative, and she just says this right here.
I want to make it very, very clear. Not mad at anyone. All the contestants are still friends. We all love JC, and we don't support hate. So keep loving and keep watching the show, guys.
So yeah, she just says that there's not like true hate. Like at the end of the day, sure, it's a game, and if you even want to see it to a point, money is just money. Everybody played their own game. And JC just was given the opportunity to take like over 600K, and he took it for him and his family. As unfortunate as it was for the rest of the players after that, it is what it is. And as 424 said there's no hate between all of them. No true hate, at least. But yeah, that's what 424 said there. But now the last thing that I just want to kind of go over real quick is that before the Beast Games has started on the Amazon Prime show, on the Mr. Beast YouTube channel, we had the title 2,000 People Fight for $5 Million. And this is basically to wind down 2,000 people to the 1,000 people. And then that would be the Beast Games show on Amazon Prime. And what like the final game here was, or on the other side of this camera here, there was like a big pile of money, $50,000, where once the timer has started, a 10-minute timer has started, anybody that jumped, there was like a bunch of groups of these people here. But if any of the groups, if one person jumped out and touched the cash first, they would eliminate the rest of their team, but they would keep what is on the other side of the camera, $50,000. But I mean, as everybody knows, or what I would assume, as everybody that has watched Beast Games on Prime and have seen this video knows, we had this moment happen.
Now, things are gonna get very interesting. When that timer starts, whoever touches the ground first will now receive $50,000.
But I did not expect for this offer to be so irresistible that someone would actually jump before the timer even started.
So she jumps off, but the timer hadn't started.
The timer didn't start. She still stepped off. She's not gonna get it because the timer hadn't started, but she stepped off. Oh no, I didn't start the timer yet. Oh my gosh. No, because the timer hadn't started yet.
Oh my God, 99 people just lost out on $5 million. All because she jumped.
I'm sorry, but she stepped off.
Her team was in disbelief that they had just been betrayed, and they were absolutely devastated that they would not be moving on to Beast Games.
All right, platform 6. You got the money. No, you guys are eliminated. I'm sorry, she stepped off. You guys can head to the exit. I'm sorry.
That final game was brutal.
Yeah, man, I think that's... Okay, yeah, rules are rules, right? But it's so messed up. Like, I don't think that they should have been eliminated, the group here, because... I mean, I get it. She did jump off before the timer started. But if she doesn't get the cash, why should they be affected by it? Because the timer hadn't started. I don't know, dude. Yeah, there's probably like a bunch of like... The rules were set straight and likely on paper, so they gotta abide by the rules. But it's, I mean, obviously messed up situation that happened here. But something did happen in regards to that. With the girl here that didn't get the money, I got this TikTok on my For You page where this guy, Daily Dose of ASB, he talked about that she has like a TikTok page. I can't really like confirm it, but it seems like it. But yeah, that supposedly this girl here, the one that didn't get the money and eliminated her whole team in this Mr. Beast video, that she had a TikTok account and kind of made a post basing off her experience here. And this Daily Dose of ASB guy summarizes it. So let me just show you this.
The woman that jumped too early in the Mr. Beast video and eliminated all 99 of her teammates has finally responded to what everyone's saying. Because as you can probably imagine, people are not happy with her. Basically, this lady is called Liz, and she has a TikTok account. She's quite aptly named herself Liz the Jumper. I could think of a better name myself. Not only has Liz explained why she did...
Liz the Jumper, and then the bio says, I'm not good with timers. Oh, man, if I had something like that... Okay, yeah, she's kind of running with the meme, but if I had something like that, dude, I was just trying to, like, erase that from my brain, dude, because it's like, oh, dude, it's so... It's like, I'll be, like, cringing every single time I'm reminded of if that happened to me.
Liz the Jumper. I could think of a better name myself. Not only has Liz explained why she didn't wait for more money and she went for the 50k instead, she's also made another video that's very clearly aimed at
I mean, it really does look like her, so I think it is her.
Everybody commenting about it. In this video, she's literally just lip syncing to a sound. The sound really says a lot about how she feels about this entire situation. Just listen to this.
Hey guys, so da-da-da-da. Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee. And I was going to get Employee of the Month.
But you didn't get the money, though, so I would have listened to all rules, and then if I wanted to get that money and jump off, I would definitively want to know that I'm doing it correctly, so that way I don't screw myself up and have a situation like this happen.
Honestly, the fairs. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty clear that she's standing by her decision to do what she did. I can happily say, no, I would not have done that for a check. I would have waited for the timer, just like everybody else was. Don't even really say that she did it for a check, because she came home with literally nothing. That's basically what everybody's commenting in the video, saying we would have waited. Minus 50,000 aura and money. Oh, it was a silly thing to do, weren't it, Liz? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments.
Is she still going by that? Okay, this video was in December 21st, 2024. She's still going as that, Liz the Jumper. Yeah, there's her name. Let's see her most recent post. "2 days ago. You're so funny. Thanks. I was at Beast Games and jumped before the timer started for 50k and got publicly humiliated in front of 200 million people, getting hundreds of thousands of hate comments." Okay, she's playing it off, but she's still... There's like the Ninja Little Taper fade me, like she's like dragging it. Okay, she still has I'm not good with timers. Here's another pose. 2 days ago, when I get clowned on the internet for jumping before the timer started.
Never have
2 days ago, never have I ever jumped before the timer started and eliminated 99 people for no reason. Why is she saying all of this like she's proud of it? She's trying to be like a Hawk 2 girl. Like I said, dude, like if I was in her situation, I would just do like everything and to like move on, because dude, that is such a terrible situation to like keep remembering and stuff, man. Yeah, I mean, but if this is her way of like coping with it, let it be. But dude, oh man. But yeah, I guess we'll end it off there. Liz the Jumper. Actually, hold on. We could probably make another video out of this. If I remember, I'll come back to this weeks later and then see if she's still dragging this. We'll do it like a month after the last Beast Games episode.